Ryder, can you believe this place?
One space station slightly dented?
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
The two of you seem close.
It's been Kesh and me against the galaxy the moment I got her. Well, maybe not as much now, but it sure was early on.
You really did miss her while you were gone, huh?
I really did. Kesh can handle herself just fine, but it's still good to be nearby, just in case. Hey there, Ryder, let's keep it quiet. With all the areas of the station online now, Kesh is pretty busy.
I don't know. The creaking of your old bones is pretty loud. I'd be distracted.
That's why I'm not moving much, Brett.
Not too sore from that fight, I hope.
Not half as sore as those pyjags, I'm sure. Look at her working. Isn't my granddaughter something? Without her, this station would have fallen apart before you ever got here.
You sure look thoughtful.
Just thinking about the first time Cash got her hands on a toolkit.
Care to share? I have a feeling this one will be interesting.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Master engineer from the day she was born?
Quads, no. She worked hard at it. Let's see, the first time, it was our power generator. She took it apart with the blood side.
Wouldn't that cause shorts or something?
She liked the fireworks. You can imagine what it was like when she figured out that cracking open bigger things made even bigger sparks. Good game. Didn't expect the Thresher Maw explosion you pulled. Quite a gambit.
I was a bit fuzzy on the rules, but I figured setting things on fire would work.
That's the thing with this game. You make up the best rules as you go. It's what keeps things interesting.
The more fire, the more fun, right?
That about sums up a lot of things, kid.
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope.
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Shore leave is for relaxation. Take some time off. Get a massage. Can Turians even get massages?
Sort of. We get vibrations through the carapace with a hammer. Ugh, not for me. I'm fine, just people watching. Damn, Ryder, you just missed a good show. One of the alarms malfunctioned, and we thought it was an attack. It didn't take long to figure it out, but in that time, they managed to scramble at least half the station's defenses.
That's quick. They've been running drills?
Something like that. My point is, they've got their act together, and that's a good thing.
Why are the alarms still malfunctioning?
Probably a leftover issue from when the Scourge fried systems. It's not that bad. I once worked in a building with a fire alarm that would glitch every other week. I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too.
Does dwelling on what-ifs help anything? Things are the way they are.
I can't just forget my father. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here. What's up?
Nothing. Just thought I'd look up my girl.
Your girl?
I meant a tough, accomplished person who just happens to like me for some reason.
Better. Anyway, I'm just taking a breather out here. Ready to go when you are.
Are you saying you aren't? This is very upsetting.
Oh, Ryder.
Hey, Ryder, thanks for bailing me out with Merryweather.
It's part of what I do, Sid. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Yeah, we both do.
We're at a bar, right? You get the next round. As thanks.
Ryder. Ryder, she can't. The age thing.
Yeah, but you can.
Fair enough. How about a drink? On us. What are you doing with that ship? That part doesn't go there. I gotta tell Kesh to do something about her mechanics.
Hey, Vetra, have you heard anything about some lab techs coming out of deep freeze?
Oh yeah, Kesh was mentioning that when we caught up.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have to pop by to say hello as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, I wouldn't do that just now. Apparently most of them have the cryo-grumpies.
Ah, the dreaded cryo-grumpies. I'll make sure to bring coffee with me, and sugar. Lots of sugar.
Somehow all the Nexus knows about us. If I have to endure one more person making finger guns and asking how the pathfinding's going, things are still going smoothly without me to look over them?
We're good. I told you we'd manage.
Damn, you could have at least pretended the transition was difficult. Thanks for helping out with Sid again. You didn't need to, but you did. I appreciate that. Tan just came through here on a tear. Have you ever seen a Solarian power walking? Hilarious. Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people? The Nexus has really come a long way, hasn't it? It's sad not all of us got to see it finally getting somewhere. I like the rest and relaxation well enough, but there's really nothing that compares to what's out there. You ever just think, I miss home? Every time I do, I feel guilty about it. Those ships were grounded for so long, nice to see them doing what they were made to. Cash is on top of it. She's good with tech. A little too good, maybe. What do you mean, what if she doesn't get it? Have you ever tried saying no to a Krogan? Yeah, I'm watching from the gallery. You think I wouldn't keep an eye on my shipments? Please.
Pathfinder, thank you for arranging my access to the cultural center. There's so much to study here. It would take a lifetime.
I'd enjoy that. All the reading, history, science, culture. Get some snacks, settle into that corner over there.
No offense, but I'm starting with the Asari.
Oh, sure. But when you get to Elcor Hamlet, I want to know. There's thousands of years of history before humans even arrive on the scene.
That would be a nice full-time job.
But you've already got one.
Ryder, I just read the most fascinating histories about the conflict between the Geth and their Quarian creators. I feel like the Angara and the Quarians have so much in common.
Really? How?
We're both displaced, struggling against cruel enemies to save our home worlds.
But the Ket just showed up here. That's not your fault. The Quarians created the Geth.
Home is home. When home is not safe, the heart is sick from yearning.
How's the cultural study going, Jal? Read up on the Elcor Hamlet yet?
Yes. I think the performance certainly elevated the source material. Did you know that PB's father was an Elcor?
Are you finding enough answers here? Or only questions?
So many questions. Lately, I've been looking at vids of Earth. It's a beautiful planet, and your cities look remarkable. London, Singapore, Vancouver. How do you feel now about leaving it behind for this?
It was hard. And still is, sometimes. I like to look at the vids, too. I'm glad we have them. I saw Big Ben as a kid once, and I can still show it to my kids one day. In fact, one day I hope we'll build new Vancouver here, more beautiful than ever. Why look back? I'm living for here and now.
That's a nice thought. This place is great. I'm learning a great deal. I love the idea of specters. I think I'd make a good one. The first Angaran specter. Has a nice ring to it. Can the Elcor species lie? It seems that they couldn't help but telegraph their deception. They must make poor leaders, or business people, or generals, or... Angara are also terrible liars. We're too invested, too emotional. You see, I'm weeping just thinking of the lies I've tried to tell. Maybe that's exactly the thing that would make you a bad specter. I read about specters today. Some say there are a few hidden on the Nexus. I wonder whose side they're on. It's so strange to me that the Drero species was rescued by the Hanar species. No particular reason, it just seems an odd match. I keep trying to imagine them shaking hands. What is a blasto? Shalom. That is my favorite human greeting. So far. I wonder what would happen if Veren bred with an Adhi. I'm not loitering, I'm authorized to be here. Of your homeworlds I've read about, I think I'd like to visit Palaven the most. A silver world of fortresses and fire. It sounds wonderful and different from anything I've seen. Ryder, I love my life. Thank you.
Hey, Ryder.
Taking a stroll?
Something like that?
I just wandered over from the Nexus myself. That place bores me.
Been there, done that.
You get me. I spent over a year stuck there. Well, when I wasn't exploring Eos. And I know things are getting better. More lively. But there are too many bad associations. I probably won't hang out there much.
It's not the same. There's hope now.
Hope is good.
Still not spending time in the Nexus, huh?
No, I made the rounds. Tons more people milling about. My old apartment's been appropriated. Guess they need the space.
You seem sad about that.
Not sad, exactly. Guess I just realized how nice it was to have a quiet place where I could disappear. Now, everywhere you go, boom, people.
Nothing stays the same. That's a good thing.
That's for sure. The Nexus was stagnating. All right, I have to admit, the Nexus is a whole different place. There's energy in the air. People of all walks, Angara teaching what they know. It's kind of great.
It's nice to see you smiling.
We've come a long way.
Our work has changed things for the better.
That's for sure. I wouldn't have been got dead here not long ago. The brains and I are comparing remnant notes and filling in the blanks.
Look out, Helios. PB's sharing the knowledge.
Nincompoop.
Don't let me interrupt.
Don't worry, I'm not getting in the way, Ryder.
PB, where are you?
Hey, Vetra. I'm someplace interesting.
Want to meet up? Maybe at the Nexus Lounge?
Appreciate the invite. Rain check, okay?
Sure thing.
Gil, tell them.
Yep, PB's telling the truth. She created an ally observer.
2.
Oh, right. 2 of them.
You see? Thanks, Gil. That's okay, Drac. I'll just hang out here. Thanks, though.
Guess you're busy, huh?
Nah, just caught up in my own thoughts. Got a lot of them. But I'll see you on the Tempest, huh?
Sure thing, kid.
Hey there, Ryder. Just stretching my legs. Needed a breather from the Tempest. Hope this won't be a long stopover. There's a galaxy of stuff waiting for us. Hey, just hanging out. People on the Nexus recognize me and know I fly with you. Don't like all the staring. And vice versa, I bet. I checked. The Nexus is doing great. So we can get back out there as soon as you're done. Whatever you're doing. Pathfinder sighting. Ready to shove off whenever you are, Ryder. Hey, Ryder. There's great work going on here. Just soaking up all the smarts in this place.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it. Which one was Addison again? All politicians look the same to me.
Same here. Next time we'll ask for a seating chart.
She understands the stakes. If I fail,
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it.
I expected something like that. I can handle the pressure.
Good to hear. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing. Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since Eos. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
3rd time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track. The Daria's off to a good start as Pathfinder.
It sounds like you're giving her some pointers.
Just sharing what we've learned. Might prevent a few scrapes.
She can't be worse than the last Asari Pathfinder.
Let's hope not. The Daria's got a cause to fight for. All she needs now is a good team.
Hanging out with Apex?
Thought I'd get some target practice. Plus, the teams here remind me of my commando days.
Apex is solid. No one's more dedicated to protecting the Nexus.
If we finally clean up this cluster, they might be out of a job. Guess they'll have plenty of beautiful planets to retire on.
What happened to hitting the bar when you got some downtime?
Maybe I will. For the right person. I do. Can't let people think the Tempest crew doesn't know how to party. They're planning a section about Pathfinder training. Remember yours?
I built up a lot of muscle on the heavy G survival course.
Plus some scar tissue. The collapsing bridge, remember that?
I always liked the memory and lateral thinking puzzles they gave us.
Right, the ones to prep you for an AI. The next generation will train right here. Helios is one hell of a schoolyard. Well, old man, we're getting there. Put in a good word for us. Tan likes to think he's keeping an eye on us. Works both ways. If I hadn't been in your father's team, I might have been serving here full-time. Guess this is your place now. Everything we achieve will be seen here. Must be great to see all your hard work on display. I wonder what my place here would look like. But it's better this way. You're a hero to Apex, you know. I won't disillusion them. Much. This is how all those worlds look from the Nexus. We forget how beautiful they are.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team, right? It's what they need us to be.
There's apparently no viable planets in range. Exile may have been a sanitized death sentence.
What a shit show. Pathfinder, we have to get this back on track or we don't survive. No pressure, right?
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserves shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it. It's quieter here. Still get opinions, of course. And talk to security.
What about?
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is the standout, but none of them have made friends.
Waking up to this is a slap in the face. Nothing's what it should be.
Don't let them drag you down. You have a team, we have a goal. We got this.
Who would you say is actually measuring up?
My dad would say elections were rubbish because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job. Things are shaping up, Pathfinder. Resources flowing in, sleepers ready to head out. It's starting to feel like the initiative. Not quite up to the sales pitch, but getting there. Feels good, right?
I feel it, Liam. Finally getting our start.
There we go. Getting our shit together. Showing the new galaxy that we have it sorted. If I keep saying it, it's true, right?
We came too close to not making it. I feel relief, but I wouldn't say good.
Yeah, that's under there. Could have gone real bad. But it didn't. And that was you. And me. Maybe some others. We're digging in. We got this. Think you have time for a drink later? You know, away?
I don't know, but hearing you ask is nice.
Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere.
That's what all this is for, making sure we'll have time.
I'll be there with you. Promise. Things are tense around the pub, but not like that first 14 months, thanks to us. Think they raised the drink prices, though. Bastards.
One villain at a time, Liam.
Priorities, Pathfinder. Ryder, you're so legend there was a fight yesterday over who gets to write a song about you. I hear there's a verse about your stalwart and handsome team. That part's me, I'm pretty sure. We did it.
Yes, we did.
You know, Kadara ain't half bad. Nexus could learn a thing or two.
Who do you think the charlatan could be?
Anyone or no one. A lot of people would rather get behind a story than face reality.
I assume you have opinions about Sloan?
That's putting it lightly. Sloan switched sides, helped the uprising when she was head of Nexus security. I don't like Tan any more than I like her, but loyalty counts.
How does this place stack up to the Krogan colony?
Hard to compare. The colony's ours. It works for Krogan. But these exiles are onto something here if they can just get along.
Why do you drink here instead of Tartarus?
This place has Umi. She gets me. Huh, or at least she keeps pouring.
Don't have too much fun.
It's early. That fight was a riot, huh?
I'm surprised they let us back in here.
Are you kidding? We're legends now. Umi should let us drink for free.
Don't push your luck, Drac.
How you feeling?
Honestly, still sore. Alcohol helps, though.
So Reyes was the charlatan.
He fooled everyone. Hard to trust a guy like that, but then, I don't have to. I don't like anyone I can't trust, but he seemed to be doing some good. Kind of a shame.
I assume you have opinions about Sloan?
As much as Reyes lied to us, I wish he was in charge. Sloan's gonna ruin everything good about this place.
Apparently, half the people I knew who left in the uprising ended up here. Good for them, good for me, and good for the Nexus. You didn't hear me say that.
Lips sealed.
Thanks. I'm trying to protect you, too. If leadership finds out you know about me trading here, you have enough to deal with. I don't want to give them reasons to meddle.
Appreciate it.
I've got a couple calls to make, so I'll let you go.
What illicit activity are you involved in now?
Trading? Bartering for goods, favors, services? Doesn't have to be illicit, but it is. We've got problems, and we need help, but no. The brass has to make a point by cutting off the exiles. Watch out for those crates. Fragile stuff.
What sort of fragile stuff?
Electronic components, vials of medicine, things like that.
For the Nexus?
Absolutely. This will go a long way.
I swear I didn't bump into anything.
Oh, I know. Just in case you wanted to take a seat or something.
You think I'd break stuff if I sat down? What are you saying about my weight?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me, Ryder. Be careful, Ryder. I know you think you've got an ally in the charlatan, but he's already lied to you once.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping an eye on Kadara politics. I'm not going to be used, or blindsided.
Good to hear. Anything you need, just holler.
I'm okay, Mom. Promise. Thanks for looking out for me, though.
I don't do it for just anyone. Only friends. Please don't call me Mom. That's just creepy. You helped Sloan keep her grip on Kadara, but that doesn't mean she owes you anything. So if Reyes is in charge, does that make you Queen of Kadara?
I don't know. I'm probably more like a consort or something.
Consort? You deserve a better title. Demand to be a baroness at least.
I don't think that's a thing in Helios.
Hey, you're a Pathfinder baroness. Make up your own rules. But honestly, be careful. Reyes lied to you. Lying's not something you try once and quit.
Reyes and me being a thing doesn't mean I've changed. Or Kadara's changed.
Just wait till word gets around the Nexus. That's gonna put an itch in some suits for sure. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Throw in another 3. But why choose charlatan of all possible names? That's just shifty. This feels so familiar. Who'd have thought I'd travel across galaxies only to end up where I started? Keep walking, asshole. This stuff's mine. Don't think I don't see you eyeing my gear. Not selling anything, sorry. I wish we'd found Kadara 10 months ago. If people knew it was possible to build a life here, maybe the uprising wouldn't have happened. That's hurtful, calling me a crook. I'm hurt. Look where you are. Is anyone here not a crook?
Pathfinder, I'm uncomfortable here. I'm trying to be cheerful, but I'm not doing a good job.
Shh, Jal, keep your voice down.
Why? I am not ashamed of my feelings. Am I needed for anything, or can I continue to stand here and imagine taking a scourge bath?
Scourge bath?
It'd be an improvement.
Jal, I need you to open up your mind about Kadara.
The Milky Way aliens are criminals who fight each other, and the Angara are traitors. Which should I open up? So, Reyes Vidal. He's your type? I find that interesting. For Angara, the more steadfast a man is, the more desirable he is. Cora says that you prefer bad boys.
What? No, looks like I'm having a chat with Cora. And probably Lexi. Are you jealous?
I've been keeping this to myself, but I feel the need to be honest. I hate it here.
You complain every time we dock here. Why don't you wait on the ship?
I'm afraid of missing out.
Just stop complaining.
I see what honesty gets me. Now I hate it even more. You are right, Ryder. Now that the political conflict is resolved, Kadara Port is growing on me. Growing like the searing pain of an infected flesh wound.
Ryder, I recognize these people. The exiles. Some aren't exactly pleased to see us. I've been getting a lot of angry looks.
Eyeball him right back with a curl of your lip.
Yeah, good plan. Thanks. Let's do what we have to, then scram, huh?
Just watch your step.
Don't worry, I'm laying low. No making enemies. Hey, Ryder. Since you made nice with the powers that be here, I'm fielding a lot less animosity from the average outlaw.
They're tolerating us. Don't take it for granted.
I know. Your boyfriend Reyes can't keep all his minions in check, right?
How much animosity are you dishing out?
Oh, you know me. If I don't get into scrapes here and there, I get antsy. Don't take your alliance with Reyes for granted either, no matter how charming he might be. Don't take your accord with Sloane for granted either, okay? She's pure, uncut calculation. Ryder, there's an active black market for Remtech here. Several unsavory types have approached me.
I'll never forgive you if you join some other operation.
I've been tempted. One promised to get me inside a vault. No way you can compete with that.
They have to make a living somehow.
Yeah, but they spoil potentially important sites. I'm trying to get info on Kalinda's crew to find out where Pac might be. I can't be seen with you, so scram. Gil, you won't believe this. A guy just tried to pass off a thermos for an ignition coil.
You've got to be kidding.
Nope. There was soup in it. Smelled like barley and clams.
Shit, and you let him get away? Barley clam is my fave.
Hey, back off. What I got, you can't afford. That's highway robbery, man. What do I look like? I'm flattered, really, but your breath blew it. Charming. Did someone slap an asshole magnet on me or something? We don't know each other. Ryder, fancy meeting you here. Can we leave, please?
Guarding the Tempest?
The Nomad. Got some attention when we disembarked, and it's a lot more portable. Seems smart. Only 3 attempts to steal it so far, and 1 offer to buy it.
What was the offer? Just so I know how much I'm driving around.
Negotiations fell apart when he asked if I came with the car. Weird. Must have been something I aimed.
Let's make nice with the locals. No rough stuff, even if they do have sticky fingers.
No problem. Biotic shield makes the point just as well. Saw a few places like this in my commando days. Trading posts and the terminus systems. Good places for fugitives to hide, or try to.
But not from Asari commandos, huh?
Let's just say hiding with an arms merchant isn't as smart as you'd think. Especially when one of the commandos hunting you is that merchant's little sister. Kadara's pretty lively. Lots of people coming and going. And lots of exiles from the Nexus. More than there should be.
What would you do with criminals on the Nexus?
Not sure. Community service? For some cases, anyway. Has to be better than throwing people away. There's not many of us.
I wish we could do more for these people. Most of them just made mistakes.
Best we can do for them is make new homes out there. And not get shivved in some dark alley in the meantime.
You're not on Nomad guard duty?
No need. Words got around. So your sweetheart's ruling Kadara now. What does that make you?
Screw titles. I just wanted Reyes to be honest with me.
I'm sorry. He does seem to care about you. And if that's an act 2, I'll punch him through a wall.
Reyes needs to keep out of sight. A title would draw attention.
Shame. He could at least get you a discount around here. Be careful, okay? He's still the same man who had Sloane Kelly killed. Wonder how Kadara will change now that Reyes is running the show.
Probably more sneaking and secret identities. He set a trend.
Ryder, he murdered Sloane Kelly in cold blood.
Reyes took over to keep the peace. Hopefully he'll follow through.
That's why he said he took Kadara, after some lying and murdering. We can't forget what he is. Wonder how Sloane will crack down on the collective.
She'll hunt Reyes down right away.
Can't say I like either of them. I like Sloane less, but better the devil you know.
They humiliated her. She'll be out for blood.
At least we're in her good books. Today, anyway. Good. Sure you don't want anything?
Oh, is there fruit anywhere down there?
There's... Oh, no. That's a box of grenades.
Perhaps I'll wait until the next time we go to Aya.
I'm still on duty, Drac.
On duty, yeah, sounds like a forfeit to me.
Just get back to your drinking, big guy. We'll see who forfeits later. All quiet for now. Just watching the ships come in. Lots of activity. Nothing suspicious. Something smells tasty. Vetra's probably right at home here. Stay safe, Ryder.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Need any help?
Thanks, but I've got this.
Not too much grease, I hope.
Dealt with disaster profiteers back in Hustle. I can work this guy. You just focus on the spy. Pathfinder, feeling out of place at the moment. And side effect, coming here makes me hate Tan a whole lot more. These are our people.
Our job is to get people home. That includes Kadara.
Glad to hear it. They were exiled to nothing and built up to this. We need that on our side.
We weren't there. Exile might have been the only way.
Thing is, when they were kicked out, the Nexus didn't know any viable worlds. That's like, we won't kill you, but feel free to die in the wilderness. I get why they're like this. So, is everything supposed to change with Sloan unchallenged?
Stability was the goal. And allies.
Well, I have a bar full of allies. Long as I'm buying. Sounds like diplomacy to me. Be careful, Ryder.
Something on your mind, Liam?
Just saying, everything looks pretty much the same with the charlatan in charge. If he's being upfront about that, what you do is your business. Relax, Costa. They don't know I was a cop. I'm not one now, no trouble. Starting to see why the Ket leave this place alone. Yeah, good price on that. Better be. It's like we're buying it back. Seen operations like this pop up after disasters. But here, there's no after. Just keeps going. Who's not relaxed? I've never been more relaxed. Friendly place. To a point. I'll get my own drinks, thanks. Poured where I can see it. Everyone's smiling at me. That's like the worst part. Next round's on me. We're leaving, right?
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
Imagine seeing a Krogan for the first time.
Maybe if I smile more, show my teeth.
Something tells me that won't help.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
Getting into trouble, Drac? Do I need to keep you on the ship?
Not what I meant. Just thinking it can't be easy to be Angara under the Ket's boot. Old Krogan like me can relate.
Yeah. They've been through a lot.
A galaxy away, and we're not so different. The more time I spend on Aya, the more I like it. Only problem, it's too clean up here. Where's the grit? Life needs a bit of grit.
I think it's nice to be somewhere without dust or ash swirling around.
I'm not comfortable unless I'm bathing in dust or ash.
It feels like one giant water feature.
I look around and keep thinking about Tachanka. Hey, Costa, what was that about Angaran armor?
They use their bioelectricity to seal it up. Really interesting.
Ha! You should talk to Kesh about that.
I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
When I was little, I was scared of Turians. You're a certain species.
Not helping, Ryder.
Maybe they've all got huge crushes on you.
Ryder, that's a little far-fetched.
I don't think so. Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Sure, Ryder.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, I'm running everything by Kesh.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss. I really wonder what would have happened if we hadn't found Aya. The people here have been so generous, and honestly, they didn't need to be.
Seems like sharing's a big thing in Angaran culture.
Makes you wonder how they welcomed the first cat, doesn't it? It probably backfired horribly. But here they are, helping out more aliens.
Let's make sure they have no reason to be afraid.
I'm on my best behavior.
I'm certainly thankful they didn't gun us all down. After the Ket, I wouldn't blame them.
Now it's up to us not to betray that trust, I suppose. Hey, Lexi, I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications. Thank you very much, Vetra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy. Anything else you need, Suvi?
See if you can find Angaran batteries. Gil's been muttering about those.
You got it.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
I love pretty much everything about it.
I love the air, the breeze. And one day we'll have more places like this. I have faith.
It's interesting that it works for your people. Not sure it would on Earth.
Really? Hardship brings out the best in people. It's what I think, anyway.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice.
Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves while on Aya.
I don't tell them what to do on their own time.
That's not how Paran sees it. I predict jail in your future.
They just follow my lead, I guess.
I was being sarcastic. So, good to know. I caught Liam on the bridge the other day, teaching Suvi and Callow an old Angaran folk song. At least that's what I told him it was.
Okay.
Don't fret. The marriage can be dissolved by a different song. I'll try to remember it. I missed the fresh air of Aya. Slow down, rider. Enjoy the view. Hello, Vesan. That means explorer in Shelesh. Ryder, take a break and enjoy the view with me.
Ryder, I get the distinct feeling we're not welcome here.
Their experiences with visiting aliens haven't been pleasant.
Yeah, the Ket as an opening act doesn't set the stage for a favorable audience.
Imagine waking up one day to weird-looking strangers camped out on your lawn.
Never had and don't plan on having a lawn, but I catch your drift. We're the weirdos. I just want to sit down and talk to them. There's so much to learn. But I'll be patient. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll complain and complain. You know, the more I interact with the Angara, the more I feel for them. Especially with what we know about exaltation. I can't imagine.
The Angara are resilient. Learning what the Ket are doing will give them new purpose.
Well, I'm determined to help them.
Believe me, I'm pissed off on their behalf.
You nailed it. That's exactly how I feel. We need to make things right. I love seeing our Milky Way peeps mingling with the Angara. It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
Any one of a million things could happen and, whoops, the neighbors hate us.
So don't go joyriding with the Nomad, huh? Obey the street signs? You're doing a great job, really.
We have an amazing opportunity and a great responsibility.
Whoa, that's your inspiring voice. You really can't turn off diplomat mode once it's on, can you? Just riding you, Ryder. Keep up the good work. Ryder, knowing the Angara were created, it blows my mind. The Jardin did this. Developed a new species and evolved them to sentience.
Not so loud, PB. I doubt the Angara are as excited by the idea.
Honestly, it's more than I'm in awe. Like, heart-choking, awe. We're not the big kids on this block.
It's an astounding feat.
Makes me wonder what happens if the Jardin come back, you know?
Getting lots of stares. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food, though that's good advice in general.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket. A security scan picked up my biotic implant this morning. That was a fun explanation.
You're here, so you must have smoothed things over, right?
I'm being watched. I can tell. Can't blame the Angara for being careful. New aliens might be okay. Weird space powers, maybe not.
The Angara have their EMP ability. Wouldn't they understand biotics?
An EMP doesn't rip someone's molecules apart. It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
If I just swept for Ket survivors, we wouldn't need to patch things up with the Angara.
You couldn't have known. And something good's come from it. I saw a few Angara crying on my way here. Wonder if they heard about exaltation. I wanted to stop and say something, but what can you say? Still amazes me that those Jardan made the Angara, and maybe everything on Aya. Why? Or did they just care about, can we? Ephra's letting me record a few of these training sessions. Just a few. But the Angara have some smart tactics. Now I get how they've held out against the Ket. Spectacular, isn't it? Aya's the kind of world we dreamed of. We're lucky the Angara are welcoming us. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Starting to wish I'd brought a chair. Lots more of our people around lately. They'd better behave themselves.
Can you believe this place? Here's your golden world.
Unfortunately, already occupied.
Well, yeah, but it's here. Shows it's possible. That's something. There's just so much to see. Real change in tone after that Ket facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason. Ryder, some of the Angara know.
About the Jardan?
It's on their faces. Like shock after an earthquake.
Hard to imagine how news like that would affect me.
Not sure if it's better or worse that it came from us. From outside.
It's a big adjustment, but they've proven themselves masters of adaptation.
Easy to say. Kind of changes everything, doesn't it? Hey, Ryder, this place is brilliant. There's a lot we can learn from the Angara. I'm pretty sure that guy is trying to make something stronger than Wrinkle.
That's why I told him about it. If there's one universal constant, it's that there's always someone wanting to make something stronger than Wrinkle. Glad I tied my anchor to your ship.
At least that makes one of us old-timer.
Old-timer? I resemble that remark.
I can't imagine doing any of this without you, Drac.
You could say that again. Wouldn't have missed this for the world. Or worlds, I guess. So we kicked the Archon's ass, or whatever he had down there. But my people are still roughing it on Eladon. We need to patch things up with the Nexus and figure out why that pad pusher Spender's still got a job.
If we're going to live peacefully out here, the Krogan and Nexus need to work together again.
Good, so let's get to work already.
I'll see what I can do, Drac, but I can't solve everyone's problems.
This is important to me, Ryder. At least try. The Ket won't quit. Cut off the head and another grows in its place. Exploring, explosions, these really are my golden years. You ever just want to fiddle with switches? Always gonna be work to do, but the galaxy seems a lot friendlier these days.
I just realized we haven't decided where we're going to live.
You and Sid?
Yeah, that was the whole point, wasn't it? A home, putting down roots, new beginnings.
Sid will probably have some opinions.
Too many. But you're right. She'll probably want to stay here if I know her, where all the action is. I'm thinking somewhere quiet.
Could you handle quiet?
I think so. Somewhere on a hill where I can watch a fiery sunset? Yeah, I'd be happy.
There are loads of possibilities. You could even stay here, if you wanted.
Meridian? I mean, it's nice, but Meridian's going to be a big deal.
You're right. How are we even supposed to pick? And what are the options? Where are we allowed to settle?
You're a writer. I'm sure someone would build you a floating castle somewhere if you really wanted one.
Floating castle? Wait. I can fulfill my dream of being a space princess?
Sure, anything you want. Because that's what I want in the end. That's what all of this was for. So we could build a home. Together.
I know. And it's not far away. Floating castles. Overdone. A Pathfinder's home has to be cutting edge, original.
Guess I'll have to think harder then.
What's wrong with the Tempest?
There's nothing wrong with the Tempest. It's just not a home. Isn't that what we want, eventually?
There's still work to be done. We can put down roots later.
All right. I get that you don't want to decide yet. But I do want one, you know? A home. Hopefully with you. A world. Inside a planet. How does gravity even work here? Gotta talk to Suvi. Never get sick of this view. Hoping there's no surprises on this place. Damned remnant and their surprises.
Hope. Hope is what built this despite impossible odds.
And trust? You took a big chance on us. On me.
Yes, I wouldn't be here, seeing this, if we hadn't opened our minds and hearts to each other. All of us.
We can still learn a lot from each other. I hope the Angara think so too.
There will always be those who hate. My people, your people. But once they see what we've built together, who knows?
Even for an Angara, you're one of a kind, Jal. Don't know if I'll ever get used to all the feelings.
Yes, you will. But only because you must. I've been looking at all the new things that people are building. There is supposedly a store where one can buy iced cream.
What? Where? Jal, ice cream is the best. It makes the struggle worthwhile.
Well, ice cream has a lot to live up to. To be honest, I'm a little frightened right now.
Really? I don't know about that. Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't eat it if I were you.
Oh, is it food? I thought it was a body lotion. Could you put in a good word for me to move here? I like it. I've invited Sahuna to Meridian, and then she invited my other mothers, and they invited the siblings, and cousins. I hope it works out.
Ryder, you have to promise me something.
What's that?
If you see me spending a ton of time here, please make me leave. I could blink and lose 20 years in a place like this.
At least I'll know where to find you.
Ha ha, very funny. Wherever I am. You know I'm wrapped around your finger, right? Even here.
No doubt I'll have other things for you to do.
Good. Yes, please. I'm serious. You do know you're the one person with the power to distract me from Meridian. Now go away. I've got more to do and ponder and figure out. Ryder, my catalog of remnant signals is off the charts thanks to this place. There isn't anything I won't be able to find out there now.
Who is this new PB? Just work, 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 work.
Don't count on it, Buster. I am so glad I hitched myself to your wagon, so to speak.
And we'll all reap the benefits.
Someday we're going to understand every last piece of this. Ryder, instead of hello, I think I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you, Ryder. Thank you for this. Quite a gift to all of us. There you are. Glad to see I'm not the only one who likes it here. It was all worth it, wasn't it? There's my Pathfinder. All mine. Well, Meridian, I think I'm in love. I could spend a year here. Wait, did I just say that? This place is amazing, Ryder. Meridian. They named it well.
Keeping up your training shouldn't get soft. This place is great for a jog if you follow the equator, like running up the longest wall in the galaxy. Want to try?
I saved a whole cluster. When do I get time off?
Sorry, they're calling us heroes. Heroes don't get to sleep in.
Sounds good. First 1 to 3 miles makes breakfast.
They'll always expect more from us. But we always deliver. See you at 0500.
You run. I'll be right at your side.
I know, sweetheart. So you'll be there first thing tomorrow. A few of the others are talking about settling down, putting down roots.
You don't like the idea?
I like you and me, and a garden. But I like open skies and stopping bad guys, too. Maybe I'm used to living in other people's houses.
Look around. That's basically what everyone in the initiative does.
True enough.
Think you'll ever want a somewhere of your own? Our own, maybe?
When you're around, I rule nothing out. It's tempting. We all came for a new life. I just want to live mine out there a little longer, with you. When we fly in, I get confused about which way is up. Getting used to it. People like seeing us around. Maybe we're good luck. Check out that view.
The Hyperion legacy continues, Pathfinder. They put the Dun maneuver in the newest Arc flight manuals. It's described as controlled mass effect field reduction, using the momentum to diffuse impact through superstructure ablation. Hope these guys don't write the history books. Bland as hell.
What about us? Any Pathfinder gambits? A rider maneuver?
Afraid not. You'll have to be happy with settled humanity.
I guess it'll do.
You'll get over it.
Glad it wasn't an exciting tragedy. At least it's factually accurate.
You know they'll mess it up in the vids. You'll be a typical action hero. And what about me?
Wisecracking Turian sidekick?
Crap, you're right. Damn your shades of grey. I'm 2 days from retirement. I'd watch the shit out of that. We're a good story, Pathfinder. Has to be the driest way to say we lost a hero.
I can't be sad. I just think of what she did and what might have happened.
Nope, not going there. What if just makes me cry. Not here. Have to put on a show, right?
I think we did, Liam. I bet she'd prefer it. Keeping the ship safe? That's what the job always was.
Just a whole bunch of everyday heroes. I hope we build statues, because that does not make for exciting vids.
Guess you had to be there.
Yeah, I guess you did. Captain Dunn, though.
I know.
Sarah, picked a house yet?
What are you talking about, Costa?
A house, or apartment, I guess. They're planning the residential conversion. Pathfinder carries some weight. We could get a cozy place for two. Or, more.
Assuming what you mean by more, how many are we talking?
I don't know. We need room for Drac, Jarl. Little Suvi will need her own room soon.
You jackass.
Sorry. I freaked out when you called my bluff, and it wasn't one.
Plenty of time for picket fences. We'll be flying a while yet.
No doubt. But one day, Sarah. One day. We earned it. Be proud of all this, Ryder. I am. Love coming back here. Best view in the cluster. Here for you. Promise.